What's up, guys? This is your boy Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum. It's been a while, I know. Haven't posted in within a month or so. It's all good. I'm back at it again with another deck profile. And just as a quick update thing, I've just taken a break from Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit. Just been playing with my buddies. Haven't really been going to regionals much. After these new rules that been set up for time and stuff, I kind of just was like, let me bow out and let me just watch from the sidelines for a bit until I come back for the YCS that's going to be happening in September. So for the time being, I'm just having fun, just trying to find decks that I want to play, and then I'm going to find that one deck that I'm going to take the YCS and hopefully, make it the day 2. But this is one of the decks I'm thinking I could probably take with me. It is Lunalight. It's an OTK deck that I have loved since it got first announced in Shining Victories. It got added support from Kaleido Chick and Crimson Fox. And so far, the deck has been running swimmingly for me with this build that I have done. Just to let you know, this is not a competitive build at the moment, which means there's really hardly any hand traps in it. You can throw hand traps in this if you want. You can do whatever you want with this build. But just to let you know, this isn't really a competitive build. This is more like I have fun with my friends type of build. So let's get into it. First things first, you gotta have the Bay Kaleido Chick. She basically is she Foolish Burials a monster from the extra deck or main deck, and she gets their name. So if you fusion summon Leo Dancer by Foolish Burialing a Panther Dancer, she becomes Panther Dancer, boom, you get Leo Dancer. It's really great. If she gets sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add a Polymerization back from the grave to your hand, and if she is banished, which she is a key component into the OTK, if she is banished, your opponent cannot activate any effects during the battle phase, which is very, very key. The OG in the Lunalights, Blue Cat, she is the one that gives you all the defense. If your opponent forces you to go first turn, usually the play is just set a back row, pass turn, and then it takes them about 1, 2, 3, 4 times or 5 times or so just to get around and actually damage you. If you're playing 3 of her and then you're playing Lunalight Tiger in the deck, which I hope you are. Also, she doubles attack if she doubles the original attack of a Lunalight monster if she is special summon, which is also awesome for OTKs. Next thing we have Black Sheep. She was used in Zodiacs for the search for the polymerization, but that was way back then. Now she's just back with the Lunalights. She can search for a poly, and if she's used for a fusion material, she can add a monster from the extra deck or the graveyard. That's a Lunalight back to hand. Next we have White Rabbit. Some people play 1. I play 2 because now with Link being a whole thing, she's an instant Link 2 into a Darumadol. But what Lunalight White Rabbit does is if there's up to the number of other Lunalight cards on the field, you can bounce that many spell and trap cards on the field back to your opponent's hand. And yeah, she special summons a monster from the graveyard if she's normal summoned. Next thing we have 3 Tiger. Tiger is basically Blue Cat, but only for the graveyard. And if she is in the Pendulum scale, she can special summon a Lunalight monster from the graveyard, negate its effects. So she can basically give you Link material, or you can just pop her to continue comboing off into your OTK board. I only played 2 of the Miracle Fusion Lunalight Wolf. I want to play 3 because most of my OTKs revolve around just banishing Kaleido Chick and just swinging hard. If I do take out something out of this build, it would just be Foolish Burial and Butterfly, and I will up her to 3 and probably add in another red reboot. But she is a Miracle Fusion when she's in the Pendulum scale, and then her regular effect is she gives all Lunalight monsters piercing effect. Run 2 Crimson Fox. You only need 2. If she is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, basically she can make a monster go to 0. And then if an opponent targets one of your Lunalight monsters with a card effect or anything, You can banish her from the graveyard, negate the effect, and both of you gain 1,000 life points, which doesn't matter because with this deck you hit so hard that like your opponent getting 1,000 life points doesn't mean anything. And finally, we have the Honest of the deck, which is Lunalight Purple Butterfly. She's the Honest of the deck. Discarded from hand, she can let a Lunalight monster gain 1,000 attack, and if she's in the graveyard, you can banish her, and your opponent can't, and not your opponent, but you can special summon a Lunalight monster from your hand. So that's it for the monster count. Monster count seems pretty basic. You can do whatever you want with the build. You can change up the ratios and everything. We're moving on to the spells. One Monster Reborn. Continue combos. 2 Scapegoats, because this is Link format. Scapegoat is busted, and they're beasts. So, more material for Darumadal. The I hate hand trap cards, because I hate hand traps that much, even though I have like 3 Ash and 3 Ogre. But yeah, Bad Boy's good, especially in an OTK deck. 1 Foolish Burial, specifically for Purple Butterfly. 2 Foolish Burial Goods for the Lunalight Perfume, because there's a banish effect for it, and I'll get right to that when I get to it. 2 Pot of Desires for consistency. 3 Tinky, because more attack is great, and I get to search all of my level 4 or lower monsters. I wish this could search just Beast Warriors in general, but then I realized this deck would actually be kind of busted if I could just search for Wolf using this and also using Lunalight Perfume, so yeah. Obviously, 3 Poly, it's a fusion deck. And then finally, my favorite cards in this deck, Lunalight Perfume. So this card is a Monster Reborn for the archetype, and if it's in the graveyard, if you banish it, if you discard a card, then banish this card, you get to add any Lunalight monster from deck to hand. So in general, you use this to search for your Wolf. If you don't have Wolf in hand, you discard a random card, and then you just search for Wolf. That's pretty much all you usually do with it. Or you search Kaleido Chick, whatever card you need, depends on the situation. And finally for the traps, run 2 Red Reboot. Like I said, I would run 3, just because this card is just nutty for OTK decks. And the reason why and this could be one of the main reasons why I wouldn't run a hand trap in a OTK deck, is because if OTK decks have enough combo pieces, even if they get hand trapped, they can just keep going, and the only thing that will really stop you is just a trap card, like Mirror Force or something. So what you would do is just be like, Red Reboot, stop your opponent, and then you can continue on with the combo if they don't have anything to actually stop you, and then you just OTK for game. You have nothing to worry about the next turn. We're gonna move on to my extra deck, which will be the final thing. So, I gave all my ladies nicknames. So this Big Mama 3,500 attack, cannot be destroyed by battle or can be destroyed by battle, cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. And she can attack twice during the battle phase, and if she attacks the first time, after the first time she attacks, she can activate an effect during the battle phase, which is destroy all special summon monsters. It's fucking nutty. Run 2 Panther Dancer. I know some people are gonna say just run 3 because of the amount of times you're gonna be foolishing her, but like, if you play this deck right, you don't need to foolish her as many times as you want. You want to foolish her at least once. You want to foolish her at least once so that you can set up the play. You want to at least keep 1 in the extra deck for the just in case if your opponent like does something and you know that if you go all the way and you get rid of this, it's a done deal. So instead, the main pieces that you could just get rid of willy-nilly would be 3 of the Cat Dancers. Cat Dancer is the one that whenever she attacks, she just automatically burns you for 100, and then if she tributes a monster, she can attack all monsters up to twice per turn. Also, she cannot be destroyed by battle, and with Panther Dancer, she cannot be destroyed by card effects, and if you activate her effect, which you don't have to tribute monsters, she can do the same thing, and every time she destroys a monster, she gains 200 attack after she destroys the monster. So that's it for the fusions. XZs. Only one Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. I summoned this one time, and I was so confused because like I didn't like clearly read the effect, but like once this card is summoned, you get to set one of your tankies. And so pretty much it's just to get the tanky out on the board, really. And then what you would do if your opponent has a monster that is a problematic. Let me read this. Until the end of your opponent's turn. Yeah, you can detach a card. You can detach a material from this card, and you can negate a opponent's monster effect, so that you can be able to go off. For links, Proxy Dragon, Underclock Taker because he helps with the OTKs, Decode Talker because I can go into it, Nightmare Cerberus because I need to pop main monsters, and then Nightmare Phoenix because I need to pop spell and traps. And then finally, Darumadal, because he is a key component in some of the combos. If you're able to summon him and keep going, especially if you have Tiger, if you summon him and you have Tiger in the Pendulum Scale, and your opponent happen to just have a back row, you can pop your Tiger, pop the back row, and then you can special summon a Lunalight monster from your grave using Tiger's effect, and then you can just keep going. It's nutty. Well, all right. I believe that's it for this deck profile. This is like, what, 11 minutes? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, man. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. Yeah, hopefully I can dish out some more videos. I've just been working. Scheduling has been really tough for me to get videos out and everything. I want to keep doing videos for you guys. I want to keep being in this game. I don't like waiting if it's been like a month since I've done a video. I want to actually keep making videos for you guys because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. All right. Well, like I said, Patreon's in the description below if you guys are still supporting us, and please subscribe. All right. See you later.